Greetings and meanings, and this is your Check It to Collect It transformation, and today we're going to be checking out the BUILDER.D Dr. Crank, and this is the second set B to the Jinbao Gravity Builder, BUILDER.D, or however you want to put the names and stuff. I wouldn't go into it, but this is the second set, and this is just the transformation. Took me a while to do this, and I've been trying to get things done. I've been really busy lately, so screen means I'm sorry about that, but enough of that chatter. Let's go and get this going. Let's go! Okay, screeners and meaners, this is Scrapper and also Mixmaster, and we're going to do the transformations for them. First up, we're going to go with Mixmaster since he is the easiest in my honest opinion, but it is what it is from there on in. We're going to move this to the side here, move him here. All right, you have him here in the front, and then you have him like so. So what you want to do is you want to come to the front. This is what I'm doing, and screeners and meaners, just to let you know right now, I am going to mistransform him because it just is easier for me in some cases of such as so. If I miss something, it's fine, it's cool. It just says what I've probably seen in instructions. It's kind of hard to find out exactly which way it's supposed to be going because online they have so many different things which go into stuff. But at the same time, over the past few weeks, I have been finding that it's easier to do certain things in my way that I found the transformation. So it's no shade to anybody else. It's just me and what I do. Now, with that being said, you're going to come to the front of the vehicle here like so, and this is what I've been doing first, just to kind of release some of the tensions of such. You're going to come to the side wheels in both sides. All right, so what you're going to do is here separate just a little bit to try to get some of that air and that friction out, and as you can see, it's already leaning up forward off both sides. Now, with that being said, what you're going to do is here come here to the front after you move this all the way up to the top here and make sure that's enough friction to keep that down. All right, now it's already going to take shape as far as it coming down, seeing flat, and this is where you want to try to get right in this part here to try to make it as flush as possible. With that being said, you want to take the wheels and move them up. All right, and sometimes it's kind of hard to get, so you just gotta kind of work with it and stuff as such. So if I'm doing it wrong and if you guys found another way, that's great, but I found it easy for me the past few weeks doing this, kind of lifting it up just a little bit and just kind of like getting it going, and that's it. And what you're trying to do is release that little tab here from inside there and also to the side. And I must say they did not experience, in my honest opinion, any expense on trying to get this right, because there is a lot of flaws on the in the knockoff version, but that is what it is on that. We're not even going that stuff. It always like a shape, but you're not done just yet. You see it has kind of a little tilt, but you want to get it from that tilt as much as you can as possible. So with that being said, now you're going to go to the front. So I was wrong before, so I'm sorry about that. What I've been doing is separating the front here just a little bit, and what you're going to do is push up that and push off to the top. As you can see how the slot is in there versus it is on the other side, that is what you're trying to get to. So with that being said, you're going to see there's two grooves here, and these grooves kind of mimic each other in the front here with these two slots here until all the way across there. So what I've been doing is this: you're going to push up on this a little bit until it pops back out. Do the same thing on the other side, and then it's going to pop back out. You see those pieces that was once there like that? You're going to move this back up so it can go right into the slot, and what you're going to do is have it tilt down just a little bit so it can kind of fit into place. So you might hear a little snap, you may not, but what you're going to do is try to put that right there in that groove there, if you guys can see that, and you're just going to push it up like so, and that's going to be your friction point for basically what you can say is his toes. So what you're going to go back here, and you're going to put this right here in this spot here, and make sure you go right back in there. Now I know you could probably put it there first before you do this and everything, or make it a little easier stuff. It's totally up to you. I've been doing it either way, you know, either way and stuff has been helping me out and stuff, and as you can see right now, it's not working because we are filming, and so I have to revert back to the original way of kind of just moving like I want to do in the beginning. So with that being said, screeners and meaners, scrap it if you want to. If it worked for you, didn't, this is what it is. But once you move them out, you can put them back in place in this way and just push this up and just kind of get it so it can go over that piece here. So that bumper is going to slide right here in that slot there, if it can just go, and it's supposed to stay there. I transformed before and had no problem, no issues, but of course I'm having problems with it now. bottom line is, once you have the bottom exposed, that's the best what you're going to do, and just trying to get this here part here so it can sink in. So you can leave that the way you want, or kind of get in the grooves. I've had in the grooves before where it kind of locks into place, but if it stays, hey, it'll probably help for friction later and stuff like that, but it does work. Everything's still flush kinda, and we're going to leave that as is, and we're not going to really go into that. I don't really remember what the instruction manuals pretty much say, but I'm holding right now, hope the friction will kind of just stay what it is and not move much and stuff. It is kind of loose in some areas stuff, but it is still very sturdy and stuff. You can rock to the side here, but there's some other parts that you have to loosen for that. With that being said, you're going to take this and move this up and put this kind of like right into place with the wheels here. And what you're going to do is, once you have that up there, that's going to slide right in there. I don't remember if this comes down or not, but I do remember this slides and slot right into place. You should be all right. Yeah, you're gonna have that like so, move it and stuff. You can move that. You can leave it now if you want to kind of make it kind of sturdy, but that's totally up to you. But once you have it here like so, this is what you're gonna do, and that's pretty much how that's gonna fit. So remember, you can put it right there in that slot there. I'm gonna have to back up some. Now I do have the blaster in there in this area, so it is what it is from there. Now once you have him here like this, it's again, hopefully the weight's gonna stay with it, and it's probably gonna go a little bit more if you push forward and if you kind of like do different things and stuff, but I just use this here so it can kind of like move and rock back and forth and get some type of posability. You release it there and stuff so you don't feel like it's gonna break, but I'm just keeping it there so it can be sturdy as such, like so. Or you can leave them down here, but I just have them like, you know, this and stuff, and this is where I'm pretty much going to be working with. You're going to come to the back here and to the top here. You're going to come and move this out of spot, out of the place. This does pop out, so like on the other ones, this pop out, but this is its own mechanism wrapped into one, so we're not going to worry about that much. I'm going to use this and then pop this up. I'm not going to do it because I'm getting ready to actually put this away once I get that all going on, and let's take it from there. So again, this pops this up. You can leave the slot like so, and that's pretty much about it. But once we get the final product and everything that goes in, then we're going to worry about that, but that is what it is from there on in. All right, so we're going to go here to scrapper now, and scrapper is a little bit more unique, a little bit more delicate in some areas and stuff, because you do feel like you might break on some things and stuff, especially here in this area. But again, that's pretty much about it. This is its own problem situation as such, even the back, but it is what it is on that. But we're going to just try to keep this going as much as we can as possible. First thing I like to do is try to loosen this up in the front here, because this moves. It's under some really tight ratchets, and that is great because I think that is a great addition, because for the gravity build series, or whatever you want to call it, this version of construction, Constructicons, excuse me, I think is awesome for that chatter. And this is where we're going right now. So have this loose, and then what you're going to do is try to come down here to the front of the truck. All right, bring this down just a bit. Again, try to keep this loose. Move this where you can kind of feel where the transformer wants to do or where it's going at, in my honest opinion. This is just me. Screeners and meters, I don't know if anybody's doing the same thing or not. I'm really not going to stay on the same path of the instruction manuals, because instruction manuals have failed me before. And once I do it the first time, I learned stuff of my own and then take it from there. And that's pretty much about it. Once this is loose, you want to come back and move this out the way, and then loosen this part here and pull this up. Once you have that done in place, then you want to go and loosen this up and out the way. All right, next you're going to just put this into place and put this to be more secure. This here, technically, you're not even going to mess with now, because this area of the transformation has just been put in combine mode, and that's pretty much from there. Here I would fold these down before you get to do anything else. So all you're going to do is this: once it's sticking up like so, or however you have them positioned, what you want to do is make them in a more secure version. There's a secure area. You can put them forward, you can put them backwards, you can switch them either way and stuff. It's totally up to you what you want to do. It's how you want it, but you want to be very careful as possible. I'm going to put them forward just because I feel they're more secure in that way, but you don't want to put that little clip back into place, because I do feel that might break. I could be wrong, could be not, but it is what it is from there. Move this out, put this forward, come in, make them more secure and stuff. When they're right there, you want to keep that loose, and you're going to come around to the back area here. Now this is very important what you're going to do here. You could take the blaster out. I left the blaster on here. I would think it's best if you take it out on this, just cause what you're going to do is split the feet apart. Take this here and put this down, and then you get this out this way. All right, now you're going to come back here, and what you're going to do is this. I'm not going to do the same exact way as instruction manuals. I cannot express this enough, just because of what I found it's easier for me to do, especially trying to do transformation and stop motions. That's just pretty much about it. Come to the side here, pull these out, and then you want to do is just put this up. what's going to happen is you're going to actually use these, split these apart as you can as possible, and just move one up to the other side or whatever you want to do. You're going to make these pieces come and flip directly over, and then you're going to have that spot there that's taken care of directly over. Move that spot there. You're going to take these hinges with these friction joints and come, and you want to try to match this just the way it is back there. All right. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, you want to match this. Before you do that, you want to come back and make it like so. Excuse me. So scratch that. And what you want to do is bring them down here, and then you match that point there. That better. That makes sense. All right. You're going to come here, and this is the right way to do it all together. Just come down and just bring it straight down like so. And you should look something like this. Once that's secured into place, you're going to take these same pieces that you came out with on the side and put them back into place like so. Okay. Now, once that's taken care of, what you want to do next is this. Go ahead and bring this up. On my version of it, that they have very stiff joints, so you gotta be careful with that. But that's just me. Now, what you're gonna want to do is be careful with the exhaust pipe here and just move that slightly forward so it can just get past that. If you guys can just see it in there, that's just it, like so. You're gonna come down, you're gonna bring this and just bring this over and down and just right over like this. And then you're gonna make sure these ports come in there, and you can make sure these ports go right into these slots there. That takes care of that. Okay, and then you're going to put them like so in there. All right, and again, this part is going to come up, but we're going to leave it because the joints is so friction and so tight. We're just going to leave it and worry about that. Well, I would like to keep them tight if they are tight, so I can use that during the time I do get all of them together, and then they have them and put them in combine mode. Now it's up to you where you want to have this at. The exhaust pipe is going to be here. If you have there, if you want, you have the exhaust pipe forward and have it bend a little bit. I think it's a very awkward situation. I don't feel it going all the way down. I feel if I put too much pressure on it, it might break, but that's just what it is and it is. All right, now we're going to come back here to the front with all those stuff, or most of the stuff we did push aside. Now you're gonna make this and put this forward, keep this loose, leave this out like such, like so. Pull this up, pull this one up, and this is just kind of out of the way. Now what the instruction manuals tell you to do is this. You're gonna bring these down. All right, you're gonna bring this down. Okay, you're gonna bring these down. Now I've seen this different ways online with the NBKs. With the NBKs and such, that's themed after the original knockoff, if that makes any sense, or knockoff third parties, whatever such, where they've kind of had this flat to keep it more secure, or using this for a third transformation. I don't know. Whatever you want to do that feels comfortable is totally up to you. I'm going to go with the instruction manual and just kind of go where I would find it more secure at for me, and that's just whatever from there. Okay, so when I get this done and get this going and stuff, screeners means you got to bear with me. Once you have these on the bottom and such like so, I've seen them both ways. Real quick side note, what I've been doing is this. I've just literally been having this kind of just tuck around and just stay kind of like have a flush. I wouldn't use that per se to use for like spurs or whatever of whatnot, but I've literally just been using the wheels and keeping them flat. They don't end up being the best situation as such, but I've been literally just kind of tucking them and just leaving them like flush like so, to not go into all the extra stuff. I just wanted to say that for a side note, just because of you know, just to let you guys know what's going on. So this is why the way I've been kind of doing the other ones and displayed and having a foot flush like that. Just a little bit something different, just something's going on stuff. You don't have to do that the same way, just something I wanted to put out there. That's just what it is on that screens and minutes. But back to the way the instruction manuals have you encouraging to do as such like so. So we're gonna bring it back to the original way we kind of had it, which is basically just out and down and just there. And what you're going to do is this. All right, bear with me please. This is how the instruction manuals have you do it. Once these here and they're flat, you want to move this around and move this here. You should be able to see this exposed. I would suggest you do the same thing on the other side, just because you can try to keep up whatever, because this can be a pain. I have one on one side and one on the other side. If I'm not mistaken, this is the original way it has to go. If I'm not mistaken, or the other side, I'm not exactly sure too much and stuff. But basically, you see it, loosen these out and keep these loose as you can as possible. What you want to do is turn this around, okay? And as you turn this around, bring this wheel back up into place. Once you have that pull back into place, you want to take this and get this part here to fit right in there. It does look like it's about to fit, but you want to try to get that as flush as you can as possible. Make sure it's lined up perfect. All right, make sure you have it there, and you're going to come back and bend it into place, and you have that like this. All right, once you have that into place, you can take this and put this on what side you want. I don't remember what the instruction manual say, but I do think it's here for support, just to keep it a little bit more flat and flush. But I do think that's a little bit too much strain on it. That's just my honest opinion, whatever from there. But you can have it the way you want to, since you already kind of have things flush going on. All right, so what you want to do is this. Take this and put this back in the spot. All right, do this and put this on the other side, flip that down, and then you have that tuck. You do the same thing over here. Have everything loose out the way. All right, put the wheel down there, make sure it's flat and flush so it can help you. Trust me, this is going to help you as far as the target goes. Pull this out, pull it around, and then you pull this back up. Once you have that pulled back up, you're going to put that right in that slot there, and then you're going to move this around as it's coming around. Put down into the spot there and put them plugged in their spot. And again, just put these the way you want to. Then you can tuck them in the sides you want. But the best bet is just put them out on the side there and just kind of have them in such like so. You turn this around. All right, come in here, and there you go. That's the way instruction manuals have it. That's the way they have it suggested, and that's the way you're going to go with it. You take both these ports here, stick them down right here and here so it can fit in together, and that's pretty much about it. And there you go, screeners and meters. There you have the combined modes for BUILDER.D Gravity Builder Jinbao. All right, Constructicon slash whatever you want to call them. This Constructicon versus BUILDER.D Gravity Jinbao. Love this set, it's great. Now it's just the combined mode. That's pretty much about it. There's a transformation for the combined mode. I will make a separate video for the transformation for them as such and so, because I don't want to go long, so this will be a continuation. So screeners and meters, with that being said, you can stop this with this being going on and on to the next. Later.